welcome to Monterey's Cooking. I'm John Pisto, coming to you from the beautiful Monterey Peninsula. Okay, today I'm in Point Lobos. I thought it'd be nice to show off my where I live to some of the folks throughout the United States. And folks, look at this. Isn't this great? This is kind of early in the morning. The fog usually burns off in an hour or two, but even with this light fog, isn't this magnificent? Today we're coming from Point Lobos State Park. Okay, this is a park that's south of Monterey, just a few miles, and it's open to the public year-round, and look how beautiful it is. You know, I love to show off Monterey because, you know, we got it all here. We got great weather, and we've got this, look at the scenery. These trees are always green, and it smells so good here, and it's quite early in the morning, and I just thought, you know, I think maybe people ought to see this. This is pretty special. You know, Monterey really has it all, folks. We got the scenery, but you know, we also have 32 tremendous wineries in Monterey County. So I thought today we'd go by and I'd show you one of the tasting rooms. It's a very interesting winery. It's called Chateau Julien. Okay, so stay tuned and we'll be right back. Well, we're at the entrance of Chateau Julien Wine Estates showroom and tasting room. In front of me is one of their prized reserve wines. It's a 5-liter Merlot, and it's their private reserve. And let me tell you, folks, there's no headaches in this, no screw top. This is the good stuff. And I've tasted it before. It's very, very good. Chateau Julien, located in beautiful Carmel Valley, and you know, just minutes away from Monterey. I'd like to show you around a little bit, and then we're going to go over to the house and we're going to do some cooking with these wines. Okay? We're in the tasting room of Chateau Julien. We're with an old friend of mine, Tom Kinchlow. Tommy.
Hey, John. Great to have you here.
Tom's now the vice president in charge of everything. He's the big boss. Tom and I go back many, many, many years, believe me. We even cooked together in the kitchen.
We have indeed.
Yes, we have. And Tommy, you know, I have this thing about large bottles of wine. First of all, they're very festive. Second of all, after the party's over, you have everybody sign it, and then you know you leave.
It's a
you
great
leave them.
memento.
Isn't that the
Great
best?
memento.
You know.
Absolutely.
But you know, sometimes we get mixed up on which bottle to get for large parties. Maybe you give me a little rundown.
Well, sure.
How many bottles we got here?
This is a 6 liter, so this is going to be about the equivalent of, say, 8 or 9 bottles. So in that range. So if you're going to have a party for 6 to 8 people, this could work real well for you.
Good.
You get into some of the smaller ones. This would be for this is a 3 liter, and probably 5, 6 people. Be a great bottle.
Perfect.
So just perfect. And then if you want to get real serious and you got a lot of friends over, or you want to be stingy, you can get one of these little 12 liters. This is a case, almost a case and a half of wine, John.
Smokes.
Almost a case and a half of wine.
My size.
And this
of
is,
bottle.
yeah, this would be something you and I might drink in an afternoon.
I could probably do it too.
Probably could. Or, you know, a party of maybe 20 would be probably more realistic.
Wow.
And that would really take care of them. And what a great memento to have on your shelf after you're through with the party, and something to remember forever.
We do that all the time at the house. It really becomes a real fond thing. Every time you walk by the bottle, you look at it. Boy, I remember
Oh,
the headaches.
absolutely. And all your friends, when they come over, they can remember as well.
No, it's a nice one. Folks, I'd like to encourage you, try the big bottles when you're having parties. Make it real festive. Tom, what do you say we get one of these smaller ones?
I think this looks good, and maybe go out on the patio and enjoy this beautiful day, or head over to your house and cook something.
I think we're going to head over to the house. We're going to cook something and see if we can match this up. Okay?
Sounds like a great idea.
We'll be right back. Wasn't it a nice seeing Tommy at that winery? Very beautiful winery too, by the way. Real close to Monterey. You know, I'm going to do some paellas. And I'm going to do a series of paellas. The first one I'm going to do is a vegetarian paella. I'm hot on Spain right now, folks. I like Spain. And, whoa, make sure your pan's real hot. And so it needs a lot of onion. First time I've used this pan, just making sure that we don't burn everything up. It is hot. So I'm putting garlic and onions in here. Ooh, that is hot. Okay. Lower the pan. It's okay. This little burner works, let me tell you. So I'm putting a couple leeks in there. I'm putting some green onion. You see how fast I'm working? Because this is one hot pan, let me tell you. Okay, we put some mushrooms. Now what I'm using, woo! Let's put some more onion. That's so hot, it's starting to buckle on me. Okay. So all I've done really is just get some vegetables, and I've got some fresh corn, two kinds of squash. We'll put that in now. And I've got some sweet anise. And I've got some red onion, which we'll put in now. And I've got some corn, which we'll put in now. Now look at that, now you're seeing. And this happened to me one time. I forgot to put the rice in. But this will cook down. It'll be fine. Now I'm putting some fresh mushrooms. See this? What I've done is I went and I got whatever that was available, which were some button mushrooms, some shiitake, and some oyster. Here's the shiitake. Okay, these are cooked already, and we'll add them at the end. Let's get the rest of this stuff in here. Okay. So, that looked good. Let's give it a little bit more of this. Now, you know, I would say this has got to be one of the most festive dishes I've ever made. The risotto could also be made in this pan, but this is a paella pan. So, but this is a lot of fun. You know, right now we've got people all around us and they're watching us, and starting to get hungry. You know, this is summer, as you can tell around me. Look at these tomatoes. I mean, look at some of these things. It's called zebra. I mean, have you ever seen anything so beautiful in your life? Look at these tomatoes. Look at these guys. Called red flame. And these taste very good too. You know, these are the new varieties. They're called heirloom varieties. And they're very low in acid, and they're picked only when they're ripe. So, you know, we use these in the restaurant. And they're picked like yesterday, and they got to be used now, the next couple of days. And that goes so good with the paella. It's just, I mean, just magic with the paella. Okay, now we can turn these guys back up again. Woo! This works very good. Okay, what we want to do is wilt the vegetables. This is going to take us a few minutes. See how nice this is cooked down? Perfect. Now, I'm adding Spanish rice. This is rice from Spain, okay? Now, I've been experimenting if we can use our short grain rice. Well, in a pinch. You know, this is specially bred rice, so it absorbs more. It's different than the risotto di arborio. It's, let me show you. You see? It's also a short, whoop, I'm burning my hand there. It's also a short grain rice. In emergency, I'd say use it. Not a problem. Okay, so let's add the right amount, which is, I just want to cover the bottom of the pan. Okay, so this is, what, a kilo? I'm saying about a pound. And that's it. And we want to stir that in with the oil. Now, you know the difference between paella and risotto is, actually it's quite a difference. And I'll show you. One thing we're going to do now is I'm adding some Spanish saffron. This is about, this is what, an ounce. It's about $70, $80 worth. And this is a whole story. I got to get a guy to come down and talk to you about saffron, because this in itself is a whole different story. Look at this stuff. It's the most expensive spice in the world. Saffron, there's about $4 worth. Yeah, let's put a little, not too much, because this will color and it'll also give a flavor. And if you put too much in, it gets very medicinal. Now, the difference between paella and risotto is a smoked bell pepper, okay? And this, very, very unusual flavor. And you just put a little bit of that, and I'm going to add 1, 2 crushed tomatoes. Now, since we've been talking with Tom at Chateau Julien, we're going to probably team this up with a Pinot Grigio. Although it's Italian wine, very close to Spain, and I'm sure they won't mind. Half a bottle. Save some for the cook. And then you notice I'm using a wooden spoon, folks. Now, I want the wine to evaporate so that we just have the flavor. Looks like a party already, doesn't it? I'll tell you. My buddy Tom here, we're going to have a party after, I'll guarantee you. Okay. This is the difference between risotto and paella. Now we're going to add the stock. And this is a vegetable stock. Onions, carrots, celery, mushrooms, mushroom stems, parsley, basil, wine, salt, some pepper, and it should taste good. This should taste as good as a soup, let's say. Okay, it should be very flavorful. I noticed it while I was in Spain that the flavor really came from the stock in all the paellas we were making. Okay. Now, you see what I've done? I've added all the broth at one time. So now what we want this to do is come to a rapid boil. Okay, so we've got a lid. Or I can throw it in the pizza oven, which would be fun. But let's do it this way, okay? This has got to come to a boil. It's going to take a few minutes. Okay, now, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now let's taste this and see. Nope, not quite ready. Real close though. So that's why I'm going to add cooked artichokes, the beans, and the asparagus. Oop, there's a, nope. I had a piece of paper there. Okay, let's kind of mix this up just a little bit. Look at this, folks. Man, this is spectacular. It really is. Woohoo! Look at the colors we got here. You just want to mix it up. This is almost done. This stuff cooks unbelievable. I tell you, this whole peninsula is going to start serving paella now. I guarantee you. This is just incredible. Okay, let's taste the rice. Almost done. I'm going to give it one more shot. Now this is a tricky part, if there's a tricky part. You don't want this rice to get mushy. You want it to stay individual. So I'm guesstimating the amount it needs. Okay. Let that come up to a boil again. For the appetizer, I picked something very classical Spanish, actually Italian too, but the roasted bell peppers with the anchovy and the different kinds of olives, and nice being summer, nice crisp pieces of cucumber. And you see, this is all dried up now. This is going to be a very good combination. Now, see how it's all dried? Beautiful. Now, to make this all come together, you turn it off, you give it 5 minutes just to all the flavors to mingle. And Tommy should be coming in any minute. I think I hear him. Thomas!
Hey, John.
How are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good,
Great
good.
to see you. Boy, something smells good.
Well,
what are you cooking?
You know, this is that vegetarian paella.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Look
we use that nice wine, the Pinot Grigio. I thought would just go
perfect.
great with this.
Oh, that's going to be terrific.
Perfect summer dish, really, with all these great vegetables.
Excellent.
And I use this as a appetizer.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So, and again, I think the Grigio will go just perfect with this, don't you?
I do, too.
I
This
mean,
looks like lunch is
anchovies
ready, huh?
And, yeah.
Outstanding.
So, we get the wine.
Sure. Can we pour a little Pinot Grigio to go with that?
I think so.
Is that an excellent idea? This is our
Good.
Chateau Julian Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio is a wonderful wine. It's an Italian varietal. We make it here in Monterey County at our estate. And it's got wonderful flavors of pears and just a little bit of peach to it. We just use a little bit of oak with it. So you get that just
Very
a little hint of oak, but most of it's fruit and fresh and just
Delicious.
going to be great, and especially
Delicious.
for a summer dish like this.
Well,
Couldn't be better.
What do you think? We give it a shot?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see what we got here.
Boy, that just looks wonderful. You
I
can
see.
smell this. The aromas are just
You see
spectacular.
how the rice is all separate
Oh,
and not
yeah.
all together?
Oh, this is fit for a king.
Well, we'll see, folks. Looks good. Oh, we got a fork over there?
We do.
Well, you know, I'm curious to see for the wine and the food combination. How about a red wine with this also? Well, maybe you should taste it first.
Yeah, you could do a lighter red with it, I bet.
The saffron comes through nice.
Boy, that is great. The vegetables are just al dente. They're real crunchy and spectacular.
Got some very good flavors. And I think we matched the right wine to this too. Okay. Well, we're going to finish our lunch now, folks. So thanks for watching, and remember Chateau Julien?
Yes, indeed.
Carmel Valley.
Carmel Valley,
Call on Tom. He'll be there.
5 miles out on Carmel Valley Road. So look forward to seeing you.
See you next time.
This is spectacular.
All right.